Betsy DeVos is not all there, I can tell you this much. But then again, the Trump administration, they're just going like, well, I mean, whatever happens, happens. It's not like it's our fault or anything. And here's one of the later cases of this. Despite tens of thousands of new cases of COVID-19 all across the nation, one of the hardest hit down in Florida, Trump has issued an ultimatum saying, you need to open these schools next month or else I'll defund you. Which you can't do. But I'm getting all ahead of myself. Donald Trump on Twitter has argued that these schools need to open up, and if they don't, none of these schools are going to get any money. Keep this in mind that we are under a condition of a pandemic, that we have the coronavirus thrown all over the nation, and everyone is getting infected. I'm not yet, but time will tell. I'm gonna I'm gonna be the one going like, it's hard to actually talk with this. I mean, I have it, and it's gonna be in my family. My mother's gonna have it. My sister's gonna have it. It's not easy. That may be what happens. And now Trump and Secretary of Education Betsy DeVos are issuing ultimatums to get the schools to open in August or September after Labor Day. Keep this in mind that the schools closed in late March, early April, when the outbreak started, and they had to rely on social distancing, social education over webcams for the teachers to talk to students, go on YouTube to give people lessons all across the nation because they can't do it, person to person because of the outbreak. We have about 3 million people infected with this virus, including government workers, professional athletes, mom and pops, everyone, including the elderly and the children. And Trump and DeVos want us to go back to school. So we're talking about little ankle biters who don't know that they're carrying the virus, going to school. They meet up with their friends. They unintentionally infect them by spitting on them, talking to them, within like 6 inches because kids, they don't know any better. And not only does it go after the kids, it goes after the teachers as well. Think about that. There is a point to Trump and the boss arguing economically that the schools need to reopen. I mean, parents have to have jobs in order to go to work, get money, and pay for, their education, pay for their foods, pay for the safety. But at the same time, is it even worth it right now? You have about 3 million cases of the coronavirus, 134,000 people dead. Some of the hardest hit being California, Arizona, Texas, Mississippi, Alabama, Florida, Georgia. A lot of the Republican-owned states, pretty much. I mean, it's in all 50 states. Don't get me wrong, but some of the hardest hit ones are in Republican ones, and it's even worse that the Republican led states take a little more time to confront the virus at an average of 3 days to one compared to Democratic states. Think about that for a minute. Because not only does the virus go from kid to kid, it can go from kid to teacher, teacher to teacher, teacher to staff member to uh, the office people, to liaison officers, to the principal, to the vice principal, and they bring it home. They bring it home to their kids. They bring it home to their spouses, their parents, and it just starts that cycle all over again. People are saying that we are going to experience the second wave. Dr. Anthony Fauci has said that as well. Except we haven't even gotten through the first wave. I mean, you look at other countries; they've only reported like a few hundred. Some of them in the teens, some in the single digits. I mean, they have been able to flatten the curve as best as they could. There are even some countries that even curved it downward. And there are some countries that, some countries that have hit zero. The United States, the curve did flatten, but not the way it had in mind. Instead of flattening the curve, it just went whoop. Because Trump said a lot that, this virus is a hoax. This will go away in the heat in April because it'll be warm. It's gonna wash away like it'll wash away like a miracle, like a river. It'll be a miracle. That they're gonna put in that the virus is actually implanted in microchips. It's drink Lysol. That'll get rid of the virus. And what does he do? He just goes over to Mar-a-Lago and hits the golf course. Of course! But that is Donald Trump right there. The only people who are still supporting him, who are still probably suffering the infections a lot, are his supporters. Are the little MAGA hats that they're wearing. Okay? I mean, for one, I'm not one of them. Okay? If you can read this, you know which side I'm on. But yeah, Trump and DeVos want the kids to go back to school, even if they're infected with COVID-19. That is going to be a disaster. And when November comes around and people still remember their kids getting sick from this because Trump told them, get back to class. But we have the virus. Get back to class. The parents are going to remember. And hopefully, this is going to be on Trump for genocide. Probably won't be charged with it, but he'll be facing a lot of hatred.